Hello. Welcome to my new channel. This is my first video and I'm playing Darkest Dungeon, a roguelike turn-based strategy game that is crowdfunded if I'm correct, and I played it quite a lot, and now I bought the new DLC and here's the new game file. I already, named the new game appropriately. And, I'm gonna watch with you the intro sequence again. That was the wrong button. Yeah. And I'm gonna shut up now.
Ruin has come to our family. You remember our venerable house? Opulent and imperial, gazing proudly from its stoic perch above the moor. I lived all my years in that ancient, rumor-shadowed manor, fattened by decadence and luxury. And yet I began to tire of conventional extravagance. Singular, unsettling tales suggested the mansion itself was a gateway to some fabulous and unnameable power. With relic and ritual, I bent every effort towards the excavation and recovery of those long-buried secrets, exhausting what remained of our family fortune on swarthy workmen and sturdy shovels. At last, in the salt-soaked crags beneath the lowest foundations, we unearthed that damnable portal of antediluvian evil. Our every step unsettled the ancient earth, but we were in a realm of death and madness. In the end, I alone fled laughing and wailing through those blackened arcades of antiquity, until consciousness failed me. You remember our venerable house, opulent and imperial. It is a festering abomination. I beg you, return home, claim your birthright, and deliver our family from the ravenous, clutching shadows of the darkest dungeon.
Gives me goosebumps every time. As you could see, it's based on H.P. Lovecraft's myth of Cthulhu, which is, well, the tentacles and theme of madness and insanity. And, well, let's get right into it. I never actually finished the game.
You will arrive along the old road. It winds with a troubling, serpent-like suggestion through the corrupted countryside, leading only, I fear, to ever more tenebrous places. There is a sickness in the ancient, pitted cobbles of the old road, and on its writhing path you will face viciousness, violence, and perhaps other damnably transcendent terrors. So steel yourself, and remember there can be no bravery without madness. The old road will take you to hell, but in that gaping abyss, we will find our redemption.
So, we're gonna start on the tutorial now. As said, I never quite finished the game. I got to the place in the end game, and when you lose something there, a hero, because heroes die very quickly, and if you lose something there, it's quite frustrating, and I hope that this playthrough or let's play kind of forces me to push forward into madness and insanity
The hamlet is just
to get
ahead.
me through it and motivated to get to the end. And I hope you enjoy it. As you can see here, you cannot use every ability in every position. So you can see here those yellow dots, you can use it in the first position, and here you can use it in the first position against the first two enemies, as well as this and this. We're just going to be casual about this, just killing it. As you see, this is just a tutorial explaining the, well, game mechanics. And yeah, all these are curiosities you can check or use items with to gain loot or stats increasement that might help you find the end of the dungeon without being mutilated, killed, or being ripped off your sanity.
An ambush. Send these vermin a message. The rightful owner has returned, and their kind is no longer welcome.
There are quite a lot of stats you can apply to enemies, so it's very strategic as well as the light. The higher the light, the more damage you deal, and the less damage you get. And as you can see, the scouting gets better. You know what's ahead of you. You might surprise enemies, which gives you a huge advantage because you can attack first and take out parts of the group. That's why you might want to have a lot of light, but the more light you have, the less loot bonus you get. Yeah, despite the health bar, which should be self-explanatory. If it hits 0, you're dead. And yeah, if you get attacked, each attack can erase your stress level. And yeah, if your stress level is at 100, you gain a negative trait of some kind. It can be abusive or frightened, horrified, and well, these traits increase the stress level of the whole team even more. When someone is cracked, the others follow faster. And if it reaches the critical level of 200, you get a heart attack. Your hero gets a heart attack. It's a significant amount of damage. So you want to keep that low too. Yeah, that's why you have to kind of balance this out. And that's what this game makes interesting, because you have a certain chance that the hero might resist the insanity trait he might get, and he might be courageous enough to overcome those significant burdens. Yes, I will play a little another round, because this was just the tutorial. You can then see if this is something for you or not. I hope it is. I hope you stick around.
They are yours now.
So I rename the serial norm out, and this one is going to get the name of my friend. There, it's kind of funny if you can write them. Well, you just died in my game, and they're sometimes very funny to do that. Just a funny thing I can recommend. Just gives a little personal experience to it. So we get Percy and Courtier to get a group full of 4 people. You can see this Plague Doctor has the best position in the 3rd place, as you can see here, and you see where he is most efficient in the seconds to attack, and he is the last in the 3rd place because his abilities are mostly as vessel supportive, and he has supportive actions, but also well, debuffs and stuff like that, like poison, bleed, stun. He has a heal that this doctor doesn't have, but you can just get it. Here are everything. You can watch the prologue again, and the traits about the bosses. Better not spoil it too much. I hope And here's the
Most will
graveyard.
end up
Your all
here,
dead people
covered in
will
the
be
poisoned earth,
categorized here.
awaiting merciful
Yeah, that's
oblivion.
gonna fill up. So, well, let's just
A
embark.
mecca of
We
madness and morbidity.
put them down here.
Our work
The only quest we
begins.
can take now is this rune quest, which is the first. We see our winning, well, goal is to explore at least 90% of the rooms, then we can go home.
The cost of preparedness,
So the team of
measured
usual
now in
suspects,
gold,
here you buy
later
everything you
in
need.
blood.
I usually embark with the setup of much food and light, because I don't want to be caught in the darkness. It's just get mixed up with, and you take your holy water, this which purge evil and restore purity, anti-venom, bandages against bleeding, keys for locked, medical herbs for cleaning items and prevent debuffs or diseases. The shovel you need to break obstacles and get through them, but you can also use it to pry open chests or stuff like that. You can be quite creative with this. Well, let's just go. You see, everything costs money, and if you don't have enough money here, then there's our entire money. And if you don't have that, you have to make quite the step backs in your equipment. But sometimes it's necessity, because you need the armor, the new weapons, upgrade your skills, get new comrades in your team, get a broad roster of classes, so you kind of have to deal with it. Well, we see you have at least to get 90%, which means we have to get to this part, because one room doesn't need to be explored. So we go to move the room, and we see we will move along this. We can't. You see there was a curiosity. Okay, we have a certain trait that lets him take it immediately, which is curious, obsessed with the acquisition of knowledge. And he is not allowed to go on the brothel because he has some type of deviant taste with sexual preferences. Let's just not ask about that. But that's why he's not allowed to go to the brothel. See, we got surprised this time, so usually our formation is broken, and if we have bad luck, they even are allowed to attack first hand, which can get really nasty in the upper dungeons. He resisted my stun, so he's allowed to attack. Great. Yeah, I will stun him now. Okay. That was the wrong skill. Yep, that was judgment. So I need to rebuild my formation, so I can use it, because in the back he is pretty much useless. As you can see, he cannot use any ability in the back right now. Yeah, we have a scouting. As you see, we have scouting +2, so that happens. We see there's an obstacle. We need a shovel, and we will fight on the way to the next room, which is very helpful if you know how much light you have and when you need to use another one to get the bonus. You see, now I didn't have the bonus, and if I would have used the light, I might have gotten a better shot at surprising the enemy. In this case, it's a bone soldier, a bone repel, and a cultist. And you can see again the tentacle beam of Cthulhu, which is, as an HP Lovecraft fan, quite nice to see. I really like it. Not many games make it right. The main threat of Cthulhu is not the... Of course, it's also the physical aspect of the entity coming into our world, but most threatening about this entity is that it's going to corrupt your mind and roll you slowly of your sanity, and, well, at the end leaving you a crazy husk of yourself, which is, if you think about it, quite terrifying. Yeah, we're going to the curiosity. Up there is a treasure I can go to later. The curiosity, I don't know what it will be. What I know is in the room will be a battle. You can see that because of the scouting I got. Okay, he just takes it for himself. Well, yeah, he's prone to stealing items. What a dick. I'm a dick. I steal shit. Oh, man. You can later get rid of these, but at the moment, I just have to deal with that. Jesus. That was quite a good loot, and you just took it away. Yeah. Just a bit AoE damage. Yeah, I don't want him to attack. Yes, he's stunned, so he can't attack. Get him stunned. Hopefully, I'll go safe. Kill him. Could have gambled on the double kill through the accusation skill, but too risky. Too risky. Yeah. Let's kill them. So we have these ranged characters usually target the back and do quite a lot of damage. I heal myself now. That was crit. As you can see, the crit of my abilities also decreases my stress level, and the crits of the enemy increase. Well, because if an enemy crits, you get scared and stuff like that. So we have a well in ordered fountain of holy port, and I increase the holiness with holy water, and I get a divine benefit. In this case, I just got healed. But I know that now. And now you saw down there was a question mark icon, and now I know what will happen if I use this specific item on this specific curiosity. Ah, it tripped. And my torch is quite low, so I should burn some. Now, of course, I will go to the treasure. Because I like treasure. At the beginning, it's not too hard to get that. See, this is a trap. You can see he has a 50% of, well, disarming it. He did it. And this also increases or decreases the stress level depending on how he handles the situation. I surprised him, so I'm allowed to attack first, which I will use rigorously. 2 damage per round, bleeding, very good. I attack him to get him down and to build up a double kill for this Crusader. And the Judgment. Wrong skill again. I had it with my other character on other position, so unfortunately, not a double kill. Damn it. Yeah, here you see those mainly use sanity-based attacks. Yeah, again, you can see it's rising quite a lot, and it decreases the light, which also helps them because the stress level rises faster if the light is low, as I explained earlier. Let's see. I take this because it's more valuable than a stream. And I see it and I use key. Oh, the blood. This is a special type of supply. Any collected bottles of the blood will return to save the custom that may be added to the provisions of embarking part. The blood is rare, spread it around wisely amongst those in need. I never saw it. Only the world will quell this. Well, I take it. It must be a DLC item. Eat that. And get around. Well, I'm happy that I found it. I never saw it. This must be something about the Crimson Core. I presume because of the name. It might be. And the blood item I just found. There might be vampires. We will see. I do not know what they did with the update. I haven't watched anything regarding it. I don't need so much food, so I eat it. So I have space for the onyx. It brings money. With money I get more supplies. I still have 20 food. Torch. And I could stop, but I continue to the next treasure because my team does pretty well in case of health and sanity. So onwards, I have a shovel for this obstacle too, and the last battle will begin now. Okay, this one is also attacking sanity attacks, and this one has more health and as you can see 25 protection, which means he will not get as much damage. That's good, so he's definitely dead if I use my AoE attack with this Crusader. So I best stun the person, but I didn't do it. Okay. Damn it, I have to change the positions. Well, he is dead anyway because the poison does 4 damage per round. He has only 3 health left, so he will die. Doesn't matter, I have made a lucky hit there. Yeah. Great. Dodge. And now I shoot him. Oh, miss. As you can see, that can happen, and now I can ignore him because in the next round he's still poisoned. He will die. So I'm gonna focus on the Bone Defender. And skeletons can't bleed. As you can see, they have 200 resistance on bleeding. Yeah. So you have to keep that in mind, which attributes you use against which enemies also. So clean the corpses, they lay around in the way. Can be quite annoying, he dies at poison.
This is how a life is taken.
I left the vibrator. Yeah. Let's use the last key, so I have an inventory spot free, I get new heirlooms, with which I can increase my stats in the village, which I will do now, and then I will end the video probably. Yeah, at the end you most of the time get traits, positive and negative. Stress with the humans, but stress in the wheel less. Armor costs are lowered, but Sphere of Mankind. Part and prayer, because he saw traumatic events regarding cultists, I presume. And egomaniac. Great. Well, that's how your characters get unique, which means adventure you take to the dungeon. So that's quite interesting. Later you can heal them in the sanatorium, but right now it's closed. Here you can relieve some stress with the bar and well, broth gambling. And we know here Percy is not allowed in the brothel because of certain tastes and desires. I don't watch it. Well, I will upgrade the tavern if I have. The bar is the lowest priced and does quite its job. That's why I start here, then I increase the code. Okay, the stagecoach. Alright, then the rest, as you see, I still have 16 bust, 2 deeds and 5 crests, and you need to collect them to upgrade all these, especially to increase the power of your team. You need to get the blacksmith upgraded and the guild, where which you can upgrade your skills and your equipment. And yeah, later you also get trinkets. I got one. Stun skill chance, but decreases dodge. You can also sell them for gold. Well, I guess this is all for today. I thank you for joining me and wish you a nice day.